Welcome to my account after 6 months of Raid Shadow Legends. What is up, guys? This is Cobb, and as you can see, we're a couple of ways of picking up good old Sil of the Drix, which is going to feel awesome. Just another champ to add to the list of champs that I want to max out on this account. We will be getting to that in just a little bit, but for now, just the highlights of the account so far. I think, what champs have I max leveled? Which ones am I enjoying the most? I mean, obviously Rathalos is amazing. Wixwell, just the, dude, honestly, a cornerstone champion for this account. Getting to set up an Infinity Wixwell clan boss team with just Infinity Shields and unlocking Ultra Nightmare clan boss. Being able to get a couple of chests from that every day has been amazing for account progression. And my god, do I feel extremely lucky to have started playing Raid at a time where I could just grab Wixwell and kind of trivialize clan boss. Yeah, it's been awesome. Estrid, I kind of use this gal everywhere, to be honest. I think that she's been an amazing fusion so far. Archer Queen is the unequivocal, just crown jewel of the account. So good. Yeah, and I was very lucky to get my hands on her as well in a lovely low account level tournament where everybody else was a total noob, and I won the tournament easily and just looked out hard and got Archer Queen. That was awesome. As for epics, I kind of feel like my most impactful pull on epics so far has been Skrank. He's not fully booked up just yet, but we're going to fix that in this video. Also, Doom Priest has been an absolute goddess of a champ, a huge saving grace. I'm really lacking good healers on this account, which I'm going to be fixing very soon. But Doom Priest has been a great stand-in, you know, a little bit of healing, great debuff removal, very consistent, good into a lot of different areas of the game, and yeah, Doom Priest has just been great. We also maxed up King Garog, who I am using as an arena nuker, and I more just maxed him up for the memes because I saw his reviews were so bad, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna max him and just see what we can get done with this guy, which has been fun. I don't regret it, I think. Well, at the end of the day, Raid is a game, right? And sometimes it pays to do things that just seem like a fun idea at the time when you're trying to enjoy a video game. You know, you don't have to take it all that seriously. So anyway, before I go ahead and dump a whole bunch of skill books in the tavern during this current CVC, if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and input code GameLoop to get your hands on a free energy refill, 10 free experience brews, and 100,000 silver. And if you've already used the code and it comes up as invalid because you've already used the code, then make sure to share it with your clanmates to help them out in the final day of the current clan versus clan. And of course, as always, if you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, then use my promo link down below at the top of the video description to start off that fresh new account with a free Rector Drath as soon as your account hits account level 25. Rector Drath, ST support champ, and yeah, my promo link is one of the best beginner promo links going currently in Raid, man, so go ahead and get that used. Now, in the clan versus clan, we're kind of being absolutely people's elbowed. It feels like every now and again, especially as like a newer account, if you win your last CVC, it feels like the next one, time to say, oh, you think you're cool, do you? And then they just throw some absolute comparative juggernauts at you that you just can't possibly beat. So that's happening. I don't think as a result I'm going to be spending all of my skill tomes here. I actually have enough resources on this account to dump like 100,000 CVC points very quickly, very easily. But honestly, feels like it might just be a bit of a waste. I don't feel like the clan is good. I just don't feel like we're gonna catch them. I feel like the lead is just too big. That said, I do have some champs that I'm desperate to get skill tomes on. So I thought, you know what? Why not do a little bit of that now? Starting with Skrank, because frankly, his goddamn A3 being on a 410 cooldown and only having a 75% chance to place the HP ban on all enemies is extremely frustrating. Okay, I need this guy to be landing this HP ban much more reliably in Hydra. And yeah, he's going to be the first champ that I pump 5 skill tomes into, and I'm just hoping that they all go into the A3. To be honest, 0 of them went into the A3. What is this, dude? Okay, man. All right. I mean, that's just my luck, right? That's just how this goes. I guess I'm just going to dump another 5. 1 went into the A3? Everything but the A3 got maxed out? Dude. Oh my god. Okay, so I've just got to actually spend every skill book I have. I was hoping to get away with maybe not having to spend bucks going into the A1. Well, that dream went up in flames. Alright, whatever, dude. I had a lot of epic skill tomes ready to ban. Yeah, so that's Skrank. At least he's fully booked up now. One of my best epic champs, if not probably the best epic champ that I've got going on this account, I think. Next up, another champ that I've been historically massively unlucky with the skill books. Like, all of my early skill books went into the A1. on the Asher Queen. Like, what is that, man? My skill book look is just horrific. It's really, really bad. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just, I guess, throw the rest of the books in here just to reduce the cooldown on the A2 and on her A3. So yeah, that's going to set me back 6 books. I think I'm just going to save the other 13, to be honest. Look at all these goddamn tournament points. So if it gets towards the end of the CVC and the clan want to push, you know, and we could theoretically catch our enemies in the CVC, then fair enough, I can go ahead and dump just another like 70,000 points very, very quickly. But I think I'm going to, just for now, skill book up one more champ that I think is going to be quite integral on the account in the coming weeks, in the coming months, just because I'm lacking so much healing. I just don't have any good reliable healers. Now, I did pull good old Ayla in just the recent 2x Void Shard pulling event, and she's very, very solid for the job. I'm actually stuck right now on Griffin in Doom Tower. Think of that, right? It's meant to be one of the easier bosses that people tend not to struggle with. Ninja is going to help me out against Griffin by a lot. But I'm also just massively lacking healers, man. Like, Doom Priest is not cutting it. She's obviously not enough healing to get me through the harder stages of Griffin. Ayla, on the other hand, places both a block debuffs buff on allies for a couple of turns, which is great against Griffin, and heals all allies 30% of their max HP. Very, very nice indeed. This is obviously very, very solid into Hydra as well, where blocking debuffs is going to be quite crucial too. And also decent into Hydra is her A1. Attack one enemy, restores destroyed max HP of this champ or the ally with the most destroyed max HP by 25% of that destroyed max health. So she's quite useful into Hydra too, man. I think that she's going to be pretty solid for us. And so I'm going to go ahead and mostly try to skill book up the A3 over here. So we're just going to start off with the 4 books required for that and hope to God that they all go into the A3. Come on, man. Luck has got to be on my side eventually. You've got to be kidding me, dude. You've actually got to be kidding me. I mean, what is this? All into the A1? Everything? Oh, well, she's doing more damage now, you know. My God. Okay, let's try again. I'm going to have to spend every single book on this again, dude. I'm going to have to spend every book on this again. Holy inefficiency. Okay, let's spend just a couple more, I guess. Yep, they all go into the A2. Dude, this is insane. Okay, man. All right. Not great, but whatever. It's done now, and I think that's all of the skill booking I'll do for now, and I'll just hold out towards the end of the CVC. So before I get to which champs I'm going to be taking up to max level next, which is going to be a juicy breakdown, actually, after the 2x Void Shard pulling event. We got some saucy champs there. Quick progress check. We're up to, obviously, we're clearing the hell out of everything in Minotaur's Labyrinth. That's easy. Stage 20 in every dungeon, apart from Fire Knight's Castle, where we are struggling, dude. We kind of hard stuck on stage 16 a little bit. Not great, and that is going to inform my decision on which champs are going to be taking up to 60 next. Sand Devils and Phantom Shoguns are up to like stage 10-ish on each of those. I'm not really paying that much attention to those, to be honest. Clan Boss is kind of solved for us. We do need Hydra champs as quickly as possible. We have one Hydra team up that's able to do like, I don't know, somewhere between like 7 to 11 million damage or something, depending on how long we can stick it out. Doom Tower is really quite the struggle, as you can well tell. I'm currently stuck on floor 90 Griffin, which is not ideal. I did clear last month's Doom Tower, but I'm just a little bit stuck on this one, and so that's also going to inform my choice on what I max up next. So what are we 6-starring next? And I'm trying to take into account where I am in certain areas of the game and certain areas of content and what my account really needs next, and it's kind of tough for me to judge, but I'm doing my best, okay? I feel like highest priority has got to be Ninja. He's geared up in Perception gear. He's ready to roll. He will almost certainly be the next target of my legendary skill tomes whenever the time to spend those comes around. Maybe it'll be like the next CVC or something like that. But yeah, he's a great candidate for those just because of, yeah, the cooldown reduction on the A2 and the A3. And he's going to help me out in Hydra. He's going to help me out in Clan Boss and hopefully surpass Frozen Banshee's damage by quite a margin. That'd be nice. And of course, he's going to be amazing into just a lot of different boss encounters, including Griffin, where I'm actually currently stuck. So yeah, I think that Ninja is kind of a self-explanatory guy to take up. Next up, I think next highest priority is probably going to be Ayla for a similar reason to Ninja. I kind of just need her right now. I need her strong as soon as possible. And yeah, she will find use for me in Hydra for at least a decent amount of time to come as well. And of course, this will come as a surprise to nobody, given that we just spent our epic skill tomes on her. But there you go, man. That's going to be Ayla. Next up, dude, Bivald. It's happening, okay? In the week to come, I've had Bivald for the longest time just sitting at level 50, not really doing a whole lot of anything. Well, the time is now, okay? I finally got my first Hydra team doing something. I need to start thinking now about putting together the backbone of Hydra team number 2, and I think that Bivald is going to be the man to provide that spine. I think one of the better details about Bivald is that his A1 and his A2, both of which place Provoke, can land the Provoke debuffs on weak hits, which is just great. It's awesome, especially useful into Hydra, of course. And frankly, I feel like I've just slept on this guy for way too long, you know. He deserves to be maxed up, and so he's probably going to be priority number 3. I have enough food currently, by the way, at my champion vaults to actually take up 3 champs to 6 stars, and so right now I'm thinking that's going to be Ayla, Ninja, and Bivald. Next champ on the list, and dude, we've got some really solid champs here that I'm very, very excited to take up to max level, don't get me wrong, but again, I gotta think about what the weakest areas of my account are, and areas that really, really need shoring up as quickly as possible. One of them is, of course, Fire Knight, where I am stuck on stage 16. It just makes Fire Knight tournaments so inefficient. It makes the gear drops from the Fire Knight 99.9% of the time not good enough to keep, and it's just deeply frustrating, man. I actually need a decent shield set from Fire Knight as quickly as possible, because right now I'm running my Infinity Wixwell Clan Boss team with just 1 shield set on my Hellborn Sprite, and while it's enough, it means that half the time where I'm trying to blast down Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, I need to manual the fight depending on affinity, you know? Which sucks a lot. It's like 50 minutes of just leaving Raid playing in the background after I manually have to play like the first 15 or 16 turns just to get the team off to the maximally efficient start. If I had 2 decent shield sets on the team, then I could actually get away with just, yeah, autoing the crap out of it. So I think Fire Knight is kind of sleeper, a very, very high priority for me to level up on this account. And I think that Skull Crusher is going to be the man to help me do that, primarily because of his, first of all, his Ally Protect is great. Very, very useful for just my current Fire Knight team is really quite squishy. They just kind of get 3-shotted. If I try and push up and do harder difficulties of Fire Knight, having an Ally Protect on the team is going to be awesome. But most importantly, getting a counterattack buff up on all champs on the team, apart from Skull Crusher, will be sweet as well, you know, and will make sure that I'm able to crack the Fire Knight shield as I go. I just feel like the Ally Protect plus the counterattack mechanics are going to help to push my Fire Knight team up to the next level with Scully Boy. As for the champ he'll be replacing in the Fire Knight team, it's going to be a rare that has served me well. It is, of course, Crimson Slayer, which, you know what, I don't regret taking Crimson Slayer up to level 50. I feel like she's done a job for me. She instantly was able to take my Fire Knight team up from being stuck on like stage 10 to stage 16. And yeah, it's been a good few months experimenting with good old Crimson Slayer, even though she looks like an absolute Power Rangers villain. But yeah, it's probably time to go ahead and relegate good old Crimson Slayer, man. And the 5th highest priority champ for me to take up to 6 stars is, of course, probably just going to be Syl of the Drakes, because I feel like the sooner I get her up to level 60, the better. She's very much kind of like a jack-of-all-trades champ. Brings some damage, brings some stuns, brings a bit of 10-meter control, brings a bit of healing, a little bit of speed debuffs. She sort of just a little bit of everything, and so I feel like she's going to drop off quite quickly on my account if I don't get use out of her soon. Maybe that's a bad reason for taking a champ up to level 60, but yeah, I feel like I should probably just max out Syl. Now, that's not to say that there aren't a lot of champs competing for these spots. Other champs I'm obviously very, very excited to take up to max level are, of course, going to include good old Fushan. Even Packmaster's doing a big job for me in Hydra as well with his block debuffs. Excuse me, I mean block buffs debuff. For God's sake, man, I really wish Plarium would just give a different name to that effect, man. But there you go. Packmaster, I will eventually be taking up to max level as well, though not a super rush on him. He's able to do a job for me for now at level 50, so that's okay. Genbo, oh my god, dude. Genbo, I'm really excited to take up to max level as well. We've got a Royal Guard, we've got a goddamn Soul Bond, we've even got a Cold Heart sitting there. I'm pretty sure a Cold Heart is like number 6 on the list or something like that. I'll be taking her up to at least level 50 in the interim, because yeah, she's just too strong, man. Tree Shield not, very happy to pull this guy as well. There he is, man. Oh my god. Dude, I'm excited to take this guy up to make this guy my campaign farmer as well. There's definitely quite a few on the list, man. Even Renegade, are you kidding me? She's just kind of good everywhere. Yeah. As always, and as I'm sure it is with a lot of like early to mid game plays, I have way more champs that I want to take up to max level than I have time or resources to take up to max level, you know? But at the same time, that's just kind of exciting, you know? That's what it's all about, man. So, yeah, that's my account so far in Raid Shadow Legends 6 months deep. I think that we're doing okay, boys. Oh, yeah, I should also mention as well that I've opened exactly 0 Mortal Soulstones and Immortal Soulstones. So I'm really, really excited for the first time that I get to do that as a new account. You know, I've been saving all my coins as well. I just completely ignored the Altar of Souls forever, up until like a month ago or something, where I actually started looking at it and figuring out how it works and all of that kind of thing. So hell, here's to hoping that there's a juicy, you know, Soulstone opening event, maybe part of like a Hero's Path or something in the upcoming Fusion, man. That'd be kind of cool, just because I'm very, very excited to start actually cracking these little sons of guns. Oh god, hang on. I almost forgot. During the CVC, I've been waiting for this. It is time to finally take one of my... Look at how messed up these Great Hall nodes are, dude. Oh my god. Don't hate me, okay? It's a mistake I made as a new player. I feel like it's impossible to not make this mistake as a new player in your Great Hall, unless you do like a crap load of research before you start spending stuff, but... Either way, man, finally, we're going to get a node up to rank 7 and finish that mission on the Arbiter missions track, so that's going to be awesome. Bam! There it is. Couple thousand tournament points for the CVC as well. Energy, silver. Nice. Yeah, I'm way behind on the Arbiter missions, man. I feel like a lot, like, should I have Arbiter by now? Probably. But alright, man, that is the account so far. And hey, if you're looking to set up a new raid account, maybe a new free-to-play adventure or something like that, if I've made you nostalgic by looking at my Nubia account compared to yours and you want to start up a new adventure, then my promo link down below at the top of the video description is the best possible way to start that new account, kickstarting your new adventure with a free copy of Rector Drath as soon as that account hits level 25. So there you go, man. The best promo link, go and get it used. Thanks for watching, guys. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to catch all of y'all just a tad bit later, man.